Temps in the 90s, it looks like, out there right now. You got to enjoy them while they last.
Yeah, enjoy the mid to upper 90s.
Right.
Who would have thought you'd have a statement like that when tease you this 7-day and you're going to go, I want my 90s back. Let's go ahead and go outside and talk about our temperatures. We do have a bit of an onshore flow, which is kind of nice, and that's keeping us from getting too roasty toasty right now. Numbers, please, and let's see how we're doing. We should be averaging right around, maybe the mid-90s, so we're in the lower 90s in Sacramento. Stockton at 91, Modesto 93. There's some upper 90s in Marysville. I mean, from Marysville to the north, it is really going to get smoking hot. And Sacramento is not out of the woods from being smoking hot, too. Humidity 29%, dew points in the mid-50s, so it's a little sticky. Winds around Sacramento out of the southwest into the northern San Joaquin Valley. They're out of the northwest. And barometric pressure is falling at 29.75. So starting on Friday, going all the way to Monday, we do have that excessive heat warning in place, and it pretty much covers everywhere in our viewership outside or right over to the Bay. That's the cool spot to go to, because up in the high country, we're going to get well into the 90s as we get into this weekend. So it's high pressure that's coming in. You can see the circulation pumping up some subtropical moisture up through here. We may actually have a couple of days in the Sierra on the 7-day forecast. We might get some thunder to go along with, of course, that 90-degree heat up there, and any low-pressure cooler air is staying off to the west. So here comes some heat for tomorrow, about 100 to 105, maybe some upper 90s if you're lucky, and then just in time for Friday. We're starting this thing. We're talking temperatures between 105 and 110, and even hotter than that on into the weekend. It looks like Saturday and Sunday will be the hottest days for the valley, so be prepared. Here's a look at your Thursday. Low 100s all over the place. 101 for Tracy, 101 there for Stockton, about 101 for Modesto. Right around Sacramento, right around 102. We should be averaging mid-90s, so about 7 or 8 degrees warmer than we should be. 102 over toward Vacaville. On toward the Gold Country, you're going to be in the upper 90s, close to 100 for Jackson and Sonora. Auburn should top out at about 100 degrees. Overnight lows are in the 60s and 70s. Mid-90s for Pollock Pines. Up toward Plumas County, similar to today, you're talking temperatures in the upper 90s around Quincy, low 90s for Chester. Over toward the lake, we'll have wind gusts coming out of the southwest, gusting at 30. Daytime highs are going to be in the upper 80s. C-note over toward Reno. And we're going to look for clouds at the coast to go eventually partly cloudy by the afternoon. Monterey, northwest wind there, 72, mid-80s for San Jose. And then on toward, of course, San Francisco, partly cloudy by the afternoon, 71 there. It's going to be a little bit breezy, and 100 for Fairfield. Oh, man, that looks good. 64 degrees up near Fort Bragg. A little patchy fog and drizzle to get started there. So let's take a look at this 7-day forecast. It's crazy. 110 there on Saturday, 108 on Sunday. Our all-time record high is 114, so that's not going to happen. But that has happened back in 1925 in the month of July. That 110, if it does occur, should set a record. Then we're back down to something a little more bearable by Tuesday and Wednesday. And look at that stuff in the Sierra, low 90s up there, in and out of some thunderstorms, and the foothills. You're not immune to it as well. You got a lot of triple digits. So the weekend coming up here, not fun. Everyone's got to get out of town or find a pool buddy or get an AC unit going, because you're going to need it. Tony?